Our next story is Lucy Moses. She is a product designer and storyteller. She was featured on the Moth podcast with a story that had won the evening at the Moth Story Slam. In 2020, she's told stories at the Freight and Salvage in Berkeley, the Marsh in San Francisco, and the Sophie in Sacramento. Originally from France, Lucy lives in Berkeley with her husband. Give a warm welcome to Lucy.
Hi guys, I'm very happy to be here. This is my old neighborhood. In the mid-20s, when I was in my early 20s, I used to live right here in Valencia between 17 and 18. I was right above the Busy Bee, which was like kind of a West Coast bodega. And the apartment was quirky. Where the bathroom window should be, it was just a hole. Like the landlord never got around to fixing the window frame. And the bedroom window gave right into the neon sign of the Busy Bee, open late. And right directly below the window was the first payphone outside the police station that's still there on that block. And more than once, we were woken up in the middle of the night with conversation like, "You bitch! I know you called the cops on me, I'm gonna get you." It was a very lively neighborhood. Inside, the decor was like burlesque cheapsteak. Our shelves were like 2x4 held together by cinder blocks. Our most prized element of decor was this life-size cutout of Han Solo that we had done out when they had re-released the Star Wars movie in the theaters. So it was like Harrison Ford with like this gun actually like this, and I really like that thing. It was right next to our bed, which was really cheap ass futon. So anyway, you kind of get the idea of where we were living, and you need to know 3 more things. 1, my husband and I always slept naked. We still do. 2, we were really bad about locking our front door. We got better at that. And 3, I was really out of it that evening because earlier that day I had all my wisdom teeth taken out. And so, very painful, and so my dentist gave me industrial strength painkiller, like the good kind, like the sort of stuff you get addicted to. So, because of my chemically induced slumber, I failed to react to the proper level of terror when, in the middle of the night, men erupted into our bedrooms. I'm not even sure how many there were, at least 2. One of them was holding a flashlight right at us, and the other one was holding a gun. Oh. And I'm sitting up, and I'm like just trying to make sense of the situation, and my husband next to me is screaming like a little girl, which was really what the situation called for. and then the guy said, "Don't panic! This is the police!" There's really nothing to panic about. This is just a friendly policeman paying us a visit in the middle of the night. It's nothing to panic about. He explains, "Your neighbor called. There's a gunman in the building." So we came right away, we came up the stairwell, we tried the door and it was unlocked. So we're gonna search the place. Okay. So I'm sitting in bed, naked, eyes glazed, cheeks the size of chipmunks. And they're just kind of like looking around while my husband is hyperventilating. And then they decide that the coast is clear, and they're gonna leave and we should lock the door behind them, which of course he goes and do. And I'm fall back asleep, I said, my head hit the pillow. He, of course, is up all night, high on adrenaline, and the fact that they didn't really check that one closet. The next day, we hear the end of the rest of the story. It turns out that during the night, the electricity went out. And the blackout triggered our upstairs neighbor's schizophrenia. He was convinced that they had finally found him, and they had sent an assassin to finish the job. Well, really, the cops were right. There was nothing to panic about. The thing to this day that we're really glad happened is that earlier that evening, that cutout of Harrison Ford had fallen to the ground, like it often did. Because just imagine if when the cops had barged into a bedroom, they had been met with the silhouette of a man holding a gun at them. This would have been a much ruder awakening.